Yellow just walking in the house in my road, gotta make her put it on. She don't like wearing clothes, just left Concord, North Carolina. I was licking on booty and a whole lot of vagina. Eat a boozer with some ice cream, she'll remember you. Ice Cube make it chip, shiver like the winter do.
See me with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move, make a move.
What's up, y'all? It's Nate Almighty, aka the global dark skinny ambassador, with another Rikers story. You see this hat? It's Lil Corby, man. Black owned brand, you know what I'm saying? Created by my older brother Hosman. You need one of these fly hats, let me know, I can plug you in, man. Hats, shirts, lit. Coming soon, varsity jackets. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it, you know what I'm saying? Consider this to be Yeezy brand before it became the Yeezy brand, you feel me? Also, before I get into the story, if you want help on how to get your YouTube channel started and you need tips and advice or whatever, let me know, man. For a one-time payment of $30, I will tell you everything that I know that'll get you started. I'll tell you if the type of videos you trying to start is trash or not, because nobody cares about it. I will let you know. I will let you know the top 10 niches in this game. I'll tell you directly. I'll tell you what will pop off more for a black person, what will pop off more for a white person. I'll help you get it together. But without further ado, I got another Rikers story, and this is kind of like a two-part story, but about the same story. And I want to basically talk about how the fact that when I was on Rikers Island from 2008 to 2009, right? C-74 Adolescents. We know about the adults. I'm talking about adolescents, 16 to 18. I just want to talk about the fact that the YG'z had more clout than the Bloods on Rikers Island, C-74 in my era. They definitely did. And I also want to name the top, I want to say top 12 most known Gunnaz of my era, you feel me, when I was there. And not all of these people I was in cribs with. Some of these people I seen in passing. Most of these other people I've heard about, just legendary stories about them without even asking about them. And a couple of them I'm biased because I was in cribs with them and I seen what they did, you know what I'm saying? Anyone else who was there at the time that I was there, they might have a different opinion. This might ruffle some feathers, but this is my opinion. So I'm gonna start this out with saying shout out to the Bloods, shout out to the Crips, shout out to the Gunnaz, shout out to the YG'z, shout out to the Pathias, the Land Kings, you feel me? This is just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But the Gunnaz had more clout and they kind of had bigger numbers than the Bloods. C-74, Rikers Island, Adolescent, when I was there. You know what I'm saying? They had more numbers than the Bloods, kind of. You know what I mean? While I was there. And the reason for this is because dudes was allowed to double jack in C-74. We all know when they left C-74 and they went OTs or they went up north, they had to choose. And the ones who didn't choose, you know, like they get their face cut or worse, you know, different things like that. Some of them didn't, you know. Some of them chose to drop blood and nothing happened to them because they was just too official. You know what I mean? But they had more clout in C-74 Rikers Island than the Bloods, because I remember specifically, and those of us who was there around the same time or right after or right before, you could see it was either getting to the point that it was when I was there, or you could see that it was already there if you was like getting there like the end of 08, going into 09, going into 010. Every single crib, every single house had at least one gunner running it or two gunners running it. And even if one or two people running the house was Blood, a lot of times at least half of the Bloods in every crib was YG at some point. And when we saying YG, I mean like the reason why I keep talking about these brothers is because, like it or not, when it first started, you know, Cortland was like the second or third hood that really helped get it lit in the street and in jail. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know. Started out in Paterson and it went citywide. Now, the reason why YG'z has so much numbers is because you talking about Bronx and Harlem, right? See, Harlem is not a borough, but, you know, black people consider Harlem to be like its own borough, you know? So Bronx and Harlem, 2 boroughs, right? Imagine, because this is what happened. At some point, the Gunnaz started spreading in Harlem in the street. So now you got dudes in the street that's gunning. They come in now, so now they starting to have a bunch of drops and all of that. So now there's dudes coming in from the Bronx, they got mad drops. Then this YG'z coming in from Harlem, they got mad drops. And then they drops is having drops. It was a lot. Like in any given crib, it's at least 2, but you talking about possibly 2 to maybe even 10 gunners in any random crib. Like it was like that. It was like that. And in the wrong situation, you know, if a specific blood didn't have enough clout, you know, because I understand a lot of y'all bloods is sensitive. Even though y'all got the most numbers and y'all put in the most pain statistically, a lot of y'all be sensitive. Anything that might, you know, everybody gets beat up. You know what I'm saying? I got beat up. Y'all got beat up. They got beat up. He got beat up. She got beat up. Everybody gets beat up at one point. Even Mike Tyson got beat up. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm about to say, you know, like a blood who may not be YG and he's sticking with his flag and he ended up on the wrong side of history, he might have got packed up and got smoked out the crib, you know what I'm saying? Or if one blood who was blood and YG had one half and another one had, you know, the other half and he was just blood, an official YG might come in and be like, yo, listen, I want your half. And it'll escalate from there, you know what I'm saying? But they just had numbers. I mean, like it got to a point where Staten Island dudes, and I keep saying, you know what I mean? For real, Staten Island's the most dangerous borough on Rikers Island. You know, the Bronx and Brooklyn had the highest numbers. You know, Harlem dudes is getting it in too, but I consider Harlem to kind of like be the Bronx, even though we different, we cousins, you know what I'm saying? But I would rope Harlem in with the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Because we all live so close, and a lot of dudes will know each other or smash the same girls, went to the same school with each other from Bronx and Harlem. But even though Bronx and Brooklyn had like the most people, every single Staten Island dude who came in, they was locked up for a gun charge, a murder, or an attempt. Literally. Gun charge, murder, or attempt, you know what I'm saying? Or something to do with crack. But like, at some point, you start seeing Staten Island dudes, feel me? Niggas start turning YG and Brooklyn dudes, a couple of them who didn't have the real bias against Uptown niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's the Vegeta Goku rivalry, you know what I'm saying? Uptown is Goku. But I'm saying though, if they didn't have that rivalry thing going, you know, like Bed-Stuy dudes is kind of like, in a weird way, like Harlem niggas to me, like kind of like they liked to get fly and crack jokes and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like Star dudes, you know. Brownsville dudes is Brooklyn, you know, like traditional Brooklyn, just grimy, extra violent. But some of them dudes end up turning YG, at least while they're in the 4 building adolescent, you know what I'm saying? We all know a lot of them dropped it when they went OT, but Queens dudes turning YG, like remember, AK, Ron G, like a lot of solidified dudes that didn't even have to turn YG was gunning, you feel me? Like it was real, it was real. It was real, you know what I mean? Like they really, really had it, you know what I'm saying? And I just like to say, Bronx keep creating it, for better or worse. Bronx keep creating it. Briefly speaking on the beef between YG and Cortland, fellas, a lot of people have went to jail. People have died. Eventually, y'all gotta get past that. You know what I'm saying? Dude's too old to be beefing, man. This ain't Chirac, man. This ain't Chirac. We don't gotta be like Chirac, you feel me? There's more important things going on out here. If an asteroid hit the Bronx tomorrow, are you gonna care about your beef with the other side? I don't think so. I think you're gonna be trying to team up with men who you can depend on, right? And try to survive. But in this video, I wanna speak about the top 12 YGs of my era. I'm definitely missing some. But these are the dudes who I was told about and I heard about or I seen in some type of way being dominant, right? So we gonna go down the list. Number one, YG Jeff, who I've been in the crib with. I think it was Seahole and Horizon, Juvenile Detention. The man, the myth, the legend, you know what I'm saying? Also, I was in the same crib with him when he went to Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? When he turned 18 for maybe like a couple days, and then I got moved somewhere else. But you know, he immediately got in a little, you know, y'all know the story that goes along with him. That's YG Jeff, you know what I'm saying? I made a video about him already. Most beloved YG I ever heard of, right? The next guy, Charlie Rock. I already made a story. When I was in Mall 1, and Charlie Rock came in briefly, he yelled at police. He yelled at police and nothing happened to him. Also, he is known for cracking the shield of the turtle. You know what I'm saying? The armor, we call him the turtle, but you know, he cracked the shield. Legend, right? Next, Shorty Rock. Shorty Rock is a person who, when I was on 5 Main, he was on the other side and he got well acclimated. Immediately, they put him on the team. Short dude, you know what I'm saying? You know, another one of those short Napoleon complex dudes, you know, putting in some type of work, right? Johnny 5. Johnny 5 had a name when he first came into the island at that time. Somebody who used to be under him is my boy, JT the Beast, who I'm going to be doing an interview with. Knockout artist, right? We was in Marky Low together for a little bit of time, right? Next person, Floyd, Hams, Gunnaz. I'm biased with that because I was in Marky Low with him. Good brother, humble brother, not pussy at all, right? Next one, Briss. One of the more known names in this list as well, you know what I'm saying? I believe he was blood. I was gonna say, his name is Briss. Hello. Hello. I was never in the crib with him, but the man's reputation preceded himself. Next, probably the top 2 or 3 most famous gunners on this list. YG Izzy. I don't know if he's still YG because I believe he turned Muslim way before he ended up going up north. This man was known as the 52 block man. You know what I'm saying? Crazy hands, you feel me? Got respect everywhere you go. Reputation preceded himself. Next, YG Goonie. YG Goonie. You know what I'm saying? This guy spent a hell of a lot of time in the box. I remember coming across him when I was in a box one time. We never got that familiar. But next on the list is his brother. This is another bias. It's another bias, you know what I mean? One I'm putting here. Lenny Guns, aka 2G's like Gucci. I'm not sure if he's still jacking YG, but he was at that point, you know, dude official, my guy, right? In the last two, my boy told me it was both Doughboys who was there at the time we was there. I remember one Doughboy. I don't remember two Doughboys, but you know, Doughboy is a common name in the hood. I'm sure it was official too. But these are the top 12 Gunnaz of my era. You know what I'm saying? I went in this one saying, hey, don't go to jail. Jail is trash. Chances are you will be bullied. You'll be ridiculed. You're gonna have to fight no matter what. There's no way getting around that. You'll likely get jumped at some point. Other than being jumped, you can get stabbed, you get your face sliced, you get your neck sliced. My man's got stabbed in the neck while he was there. A lot of bad things can happen to you. On top of that, people you love could die. Your mother be depressed, like my mother was. You know what I'm saying? For real. Stay out of jail. Encourage the people you love to stay out of jail, men and women. Be yourself. One of my favorite YouTubers, not YouTuber, but he has a channel. This is really like a tech guy and you know what I'm saying, a guy like that. He goes by the name of Marquette Devon Burton from the Saint in the Sinner channel, right? He says he has a 3-sentence Bible, 3-sentence Quran, and it's be yourself, be good to yourself, be good to good people. We should all strive and prosper to abide by that code. Like, shit, come subscribe. Peace.